All right, so we are good to go. Good evening, one and all, and I invite you to keep everything aside. Sit comfortably wherever you are. Close your eyes. If you were not there on day one, then I'll just tell you what we are doing. We always start our sessions with a small ritual whereby we do three relaxing breathing. Inhale deeply through nostrils and exhale completely through nose. And while exhaling, say relax in your mind. Then Om chanting three times. We all will do together. You need to take a long deep breath and while exhaling, say Om out loud. Om, hum, anything will do, or you can just be in silence. That's perfectly fine. And then universal invocation. After I say, you please repeat after me. And if you wish to say your own religious prayers, even that's fine. And then I'll guide you to a grounding meditation, which is easy to follow. And to do this, I invite you to keep everything aside, sit comfortably wherever you are. Back straight, spine erect. Three relaxing breathing. Take a long deep breath and exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One normal breath. Om chanting. Take a long deep breath. Join your hands. Om. Long deep breath. Om. One more time. One normal breath. Invocation. Please repeat after me. I humbly invoke for the blessings of Supreme Being, Divine Father, Divine Mother, my spiritual teacher, all spiritual teachers, holy gurus, holy masters, archangels, spiritual helpers, and all the great ones, for divine light, divine love, divine power, divine help, divine guidance, divine protection. With deep gratitude, respect, and love, thank you in full faith. So be it. I invoke my higher self. I need your help. I invoke my guardian angels. I need your help. I invoke my spirit guides. I need your help. Do few rhythmic breathing and feel their presence around you. Maybe you will feel some heaviness around you or some presence around you. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and say, thank you all for being present here. For the purpose of my learning, growth, and evolution. Thank you. Put your hands down near your knees or on your thighs, palms facing upwards. Keep your eyes closed, feet touching the ground, or if you are sitting on the floor, then with folded legs, sit on a mat. Keep your eyes closed, back straight, spine erect. Bring your attention at the base of your spine or the root chakra. And imagine bright white light there. Intend that with every breath you inhale, this bright white light becomes bigger and brighter. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now see, feel, or imagine this bright white light extending down like a cord, going down through your legs, coming out through the soles of your feet, going deep into the heart of Mother Earth. Feel this gravity pull towards Mother Earth. This is like a grounding cord, say, grounded and rooted to Mother Earth. Thank you. Now feel loving, nurturing energy of Mother Earth flowing up into your body. Filling each and every cell of your body. Your feet, your legs, torso, upper body, your arms, shoulders, your whole face, whole body is filled with this loving, nurturing energy of Mother Earth, coming out through the top of your head, connecting with the divine or the source. Now imagine a ball of white light 6 inches above your head. Feel this divine white light flowing down into your body through the top of your head or the crown chakra. Coming down to your third eye, down to your throat, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, sacral, down to your root chakra, and going deep into the heart of Mother Earth through your grounding cord. Downward energy is going upwards and upward energy coming downwards through your body, merging harmoniously in the process. Feel this completely. You are grounded to Mother Earth, connected with your higher self, divine source. All your chakras are in alignment. Your mind, body, soul is in alignment. Say, I'm whole and complete. And take your time whenever you feel comfortable. Rub your palms, cup your eyes, massage your face, and come back in the present moment, feeling totally alive and grounded. With a big smile on your face. So, welcome back. So, yesterday we just a recap about what we did yesterday. Yesterday we learned about our own mind, conscious, subconscious, superconscious, primitive mind, and the other aspects of our life. Like when we talk about emotions, it's just not only about emotions, but for our mind, everything starts with a thought. Thought generates some emotion. Emotions vibrate some energy, and then ultimate physical manifestation. Right? So yesterday we learned how to clear our critical filter mind, or how to work with our own stress factor. And today we will be understanding how to work with our own energy system, which is popularly known as aura and chakra. So basically, what is energy body? Do we all have this physical body which we can touch, see, feel, sense, everything, right? So this is physical body, which is the proof that is there. So the second part of it is metaphysical thing. Everything has its own opposites, polarities. Similarly, our body has one thing is visible, the other thing is invisible, something called metaphysical. Energy, when we talk about energy body and chakras, we can't see them, but through some practice, for sure, you can experience them. So, would you like to experience your own energy? And that's what we are going to do today. So, yesterday we did this opening meditation. Today we did this meditation. Uh, what does it mean and why do we do that? Let's understand that first. So, this image you will be seeing on your screen. Here there are few layers around your body, 7 major chakras, and then something is going down to the Mother Earth and getting connected with higher energies. So please tell me, what do we do when you build a new building? जब नई building हम construct करते हैं, तो what do we do the very first thing? Putting foundation. Whenever you are giving new electric connection, अपने अगर नया घर बनाया है और उसको उस घर में नया इलेक्ट्रिक कनेक्शन देना है, तो what do we do the first thing? When I say what do we means, जो भी काम कर रहे हैं वो, what do we do the first thing? Earthing करते हैं. Similarly, if you see trees and all plants, everything has its roots in under the earth, Mother Earth, right? In a similar way, we as a humans, even though you can't see those roots going down to Mother Earth, but still that existence is there. We need to have our own connection with Mother Earth, and when that gets disconnected, we feel uprooted. We don't feel like to live. We feel dead in life and all those stuff. Go through various life challenges and specifically related to life. roti, kapda, or makan. So this is what it's showing here. Root chakra means Muladhara chakra means foundation. So this is the foundation of our body, and this is the seventh chakra, which is called crown chakra, and through this we are making our connection with super consciousness we learned yesterday, right? Or higher self, God, goddesses, whomsoever we connect with, we all have our own belief system. Accordingly, we connect. So these two connections are so very important in life. And that's what we have been doing. So in this energy body, we have 72,000 nadis. And out of those, there are three major nadis, which are called, on the right side, it's Pingala Nadi. On the left side, it's Ida. And then in the center, we have Sushumna Nadi. And around this Sushumna Nadi, these two nadis cross like this. That's the pathway of them. And wherever they cross, it makes chakras. Chakras means wheels. They literally rotate in the form of clockwise or anti-clockwise. If it's rotating clockwise, means good energy flow. And if any other movement other than clockwise, means there is some congestion in your chakras. So here you can see, generally, whenever it comes to medical store and doctor, we see just one side of snake, but here it's portrayed as on both the sides. So this is how we have seven. There are so many major, mini, minor chakras, but majorly whenever we work on chakras, we just work on seven major chakras, and this is how we have root chakra opening towards Mother Earth, crown chakra opening towards sky. So these two chakras have only single opening. Rest five chakras have two ways. One is front and one is back. Front is about receiving and back is about giving. If you are receiving love from front chakra, then you are giving back to your immediate people or to the society in any form. Whatever you are receiving, you need to give back. That circulation has to be there, right? So this is how. Otherwise, everything gets suppressed inside of you. So that flow has to happen. So the first one is root chakra, then sacral means Swadhisthana chakra, solar plexus means Manipura, heart Anahat chakra, throat Vishuddha chakra, third eye Gnan chakra, and crown Sahasrara chakra. So for our physical body, we need food and water to survive, right? In the same way, our aura, energy body needs prana. Where do we receive this prana from? Prana, chi, ki, quantum energy, cosmic energy, you can say any name, the thing is one and same. So where do we receive this prana from? Any guess? Please type in the chat box. Chat box, chat box. Where do I find? Where do we receive this prana from? Air, cosmos. We receive cosmos from cosmos, that's right, true. We receive from air, that's true. But how do we receive in body? From where do we get air? Through our. One more question for all of you. Whenever a person dies, what do we check first? If doctor has to check, what does doctor check? Nose, right? So we check whether the person is alive or not by checking the nose. श्वास ले रहे छोड़ रहे हैं कि नहीं है, right? So this is how our breath is so very important for our life. So we receive prana through our own breath. So what's happening? Trees release oxygen, and that oxygen we receive through our own breath in our body. Now what does oxygen do? It goes inside, it purifies our blood, whole system से होके वो वापस आता है. At the same time, along with the air which we breathe in, along with that oxygen we breathe in, we are also receiving prana in our body. Now, how many of you are actually doing right way of breathing. Let's check that first. Again, the one thing I always say is do not manipulate, just be honest to yourself. So let's check how much or how many of you are doing right way of breathing. And then I'll explain you further how it works. And for this to experience in your own body, keep everything aside, close your eyes. Just observe one thing. When you inhale, which part of your body expands? I repeat, keep your eyes closed. Do normal breathing as you do in your daily life. Inhale and exhale and just observe while you inhale, which part of the body expands first. For example, your stomach comes out first, your chest comes out first, or just a shoulder movement, or what is it? Just observe your own breathing style. And then whatever it is for you, please type in the chat box. So Minal said chest. Okay. Now stomach. Nitika stomach. All right, great. If it is stomach for you, then you are doing right way of breathing. At the same time, how full, complete, deep breath you are taking. Even that's a important part of it. Most of the time, you must be practicing something, or you may be aware of it, or it's just natural for you. Everything is fine. Keep your right palm or left palm, any one palm on your stomach. Observe again. When you inhale, is your stomach coming out first? And if yes, then that's good. Great. Most of the time, what's happening is this. You must have observed newborn kids. When the kids between the age of 8 to 12 months, when they inhale, that stomach expands and contracts, and when they exhale, it goes in. But over a period of time, as we get busy in our life, going to school, college, and with all those stress, we actually forget our original stuff. So generally nowadays, what's happening is when we inhale, chest expands first, and we exhale, stomach. When we inhale, stomach goes in, and when we exhale, stomach comes out. That's the wrong way of breathing. So all you need to do is, if that is your pattern of breathing, then first practice. When you inhale, your stomach comes out, expands, and when you exhale, your stomach contracts, goes in. So for that, keep your one of your palms on your navel. Just practice stomach out and in first. Stomach out, stomach in. Stomach out, stomach in. Few times. And then align that with your breath. So inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Just practice this. This is called abdominal breathing. And then now how to do complete breathing. Complete breath, which is also called yogic breath. So the first, your stomach expands, then your chest, and then your shoulder uh, comes up a little bit, lifting your shoulder up. So fill up your stomach first as if you are filling a balloon. You are blowing a balloon. So close your eyes, inhale, stomach out. And as your stomach gets full, you'll go upper, reach to your lungs, your chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let it go high up. And now your shoulders will go up, lift up a little bit, hold, and then release your breath. I repeat, now we are practicing complete breath, which is also called yogic breath. As you inhale, first let your stomach fill, and as that gets filled up, let that air come up, high up and up to your lungs, your chest. Let your shoulders lift up a little bit, hold, and then release. First your shoulders down, drop your chest, and then stomach in. Please practice this couple of times. This is complete breath, also known as yogic breath. I believe you are able to get it, and if not any difficulty, then please ask. And if you got it right, please share how did you feel. Meena said, good, that's great. All right, so this is how we need to do complete breathing. Now it's understood that that's not possible throughout the day because our mind can focus only on one thing at a time. If you are so much in your mind, if you are thinking so much, then your right way of breathing will not happen unless you are consciously practicing every day. Then that would become natural for you, unconscious pattern. Markamji, light and energetic, that's great. Now imagine if you do this every day, once or twice in a day, how energetic you will feel. Anytime if you are feeling tired, low, lazy, lethargic, you just sit down for minimum 5 minutes or maybe less than 5 minutes. Do this 10 to 20 times and you will see the difference in life. It will open up each and every cell of your body. Clear till here? As this is just not a seminar or webinar kind of thing, this is going to be practical. So please feel free to communicate through chat box only. Once we end with this, today's topic, whatever we need to cover at the end, we will unmute and speak to each other. Netika Taneja, freshness, that's great. So could you feel the difference? So now please tell me, when our own breath can control our life and death, then how much is it important for each and everything of our life? Each of our chakras control various organs of our body. Suppose a root chakra hai, so one of the parts of the body it controls is legs. Skeletal system means your joints in the body. If sacral chakra, this is near our genitals, so it controls that part of the body. We will talk more about it in our upcoming session. So when you are not breathing in properly, your aura shrinks. At the same time, your chakras also don't get enough fuel, so those gets congested, blocked, imbalanced. and all those stuff. It is very important to do some form of meditation pranayama every day. So today we will talk about root chakra. As I told you yesterday, that every chakra develops at certain period of age and it gets programmed during that period. So today we will be talking about root chakra. So root chakra is at the base of the spine, and specifically it's near perineum, between your anus and genitals. And it gets programmed when you are in your mother's with 4 months and after birth till the age of 12 years. And the key function of Muladhara chakra, root chakra, is roti, kapda or makan, or food, shelter and clothing. Also we can say survival, stability and thriving. So if you are like in your family, if your daughter, your mother-in-law, your first child, your second child, based on the positions, we all are given certain rights. If you are doing your some job, business, profession, whatever it is, based on your designation, you are giving certain rights and responsibilities, right? Similarly, one of the root chakras rights are to be here on the earth and to have. To be here means a lot of times we feel like disconnected with the people. You may have experienced it or may not be. We feel like I'm not here. What do we say? Don't feel connected with the world. Don't feel connected with the family belongingness. You don't feel belongingness with the people around you, and you are like, मैं तो किसी दूसरी दुनिया से ही हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे क्या कर रही हूँ? Something like that. So the first thing is we need to feel that yes, I have my right to be here as I have taken birth for some reason, and then right to have. I have my rights to have my education. I have my rights to have good clothes, food, nutritious food. All those are rights to have in life, right? So suppose your root chakra was not programmed well during this period, these rights get affected. And you don't feel like to live on this mother earth, or you don't feel like that I deserve this to have. We say na, even like if you are liking someone, you are in love with someone, and then in the back of your mind, like, she's so beautiful, she's comes from rich family, she's very intelligent, I don't deserve this person in my life, something like that. So I don't deserve. If your salary increases, then I don't deserve it. I don't deserve. I'm unwanted. I am unloved. These kind of statements keep going at the back of our mind, right? Why? Because these rights got affected. Why? Little bit we discussed yesterday. Little bit deeper about this aspect of life. So when your mother was pregnant, if she has seen any problem around money, she was not happy, then these rights get affected. Maybe when your mother was pregnant with you, there were issues with food, shelter, and clothing. May have seen riots, मतलब fights in the world somewhere. ऐसा कुछ भी देखा है. Maybe you got physically punished by somebody in life. Then your root chakra, Muladhara chakra, gets affected, imbalanced. And one of the demons, or we are talking about emotions, one of the emotions which takes place here is fear and insecurity. So if you are in a joint family, what fears will you have? Joint family or joint business? What fears or insecurities you will have for your husband? Or vice versa? What if we will not get our share? What if I will not get my share, my money, which I deserve? We will carry all those insecurities, right? We don't know if me and my husband, my family, we still continue with this joint business, then maybe my children will get they share in the future or not. So we get into all those stuff, right? So all these are fear and insecurities and uncertainties we go through. In today's time, because of Corona, whatever we are going through, all those are related to root chakra. Ultimately, those are fear, insecurity, uncertainty, which we all shared in the group too. All those are related to root chakra, which is about your own life and body. And one more aspect is greed. Greed to have more. Having is good. Collecting and keeping it without proper right utilization, that flow of going out and coming in, it doesn't happen. Even that blocks your root chakra. So when we say block, it means imbalance. Nothing gets blocked completely, but it's imbalanced. Because if it's blocked completely, then you may not survive. Are you able to connect with this? We will be doing tapping on this. Whatever thing you uh, felt resonate with, please share that, and then we will do tapping on that. Tapping means EFT, which we did on day one, which was yesterday. So Muladhara Chakra is our foundation. If our foundation is only weak, then how can we thrive on that foundation? Imagine a huge, big building with 50, 60, 100 floors. If the foundation is not solid, strong, then what would happen? How long that building is going to survive? Similarly, we need to have our own ground, our own foundation strong. So based on whatever I just shared, you could connect with any of the stuff, and if you relate with any of the thing and you're able to recollect anything, then please type, and then we will do tapping on that aspect of your life. It's going to be collective tapping all together. If you share, then healing will happen now, and like here and now. Are you able to see me? Because if I come on full screen, then I'll have to stop sharing. Okay, great. I meant to say not survival issues. We all are surviving, but if there is any hurdle in thriving in life, we all are surviving. That much enough we have. But in thriving in life, if you are facing any challenge, or if you are like if you are feeling any kind of fear, insecurity, uncertainty related to what's happening in the world now, even we can tap on that too. Can we still do it for other challenges? Yeah, today we are talking about root chakra stuff. So related to that, if you have anything, please type. Minor leg joint problem. So please type, how does that make you feel? I don't guarantee that will get healed now, but a part of it for sure, because that takes little deeper work. Whatever it is for you, please type, how does that make you feel? So one at a time, Meenal, please type one. What is your hurdle and how is that making you feel? So as we discussed yesterday, to heal, you need to feel. Whatever is the obstacle is, please type that and then check how is that making me feel. Think of that hurdle, obstacle, challenge, whatever it is for you, and then just close your eyes, feel that in your body and check how do you feel. I'm worried about my in-laws property which is not yet gone under reconstruction. So how does that make you feel? Yeah, that's related to property. Again, property is related to root chakra. And how does that make you feel? The simple funda is in any situation and irrespective of how many people are involved in that situation, in that story, in that scenario, just check how does that make you feel. It's very simple and tap on that, or if you're doing any other healing, just heal that part of you. Anxious and angry, right? Markamji, swelling in the leg again. How does that make you feel? Now, as I said, every body condition says something. What's going on in your life? In which part of the leg it tells me something? Someone else also shared, right? Some body part. I'm scrolling up but not find. Leg joint problem. So when you say leg joint means knee joint pain, swelling in the leg means which part of the leg? Sadness, right? Resham, anger, not worthy enough, right? Thank you all for sharing, being vulnerable to each one. Meenal, no, main joint. Main joint means knees only, right? Or hip joint. Hip joint. Okay. So I'm telling you all in general. As I said, 100 people may have 1,000 stories around what's going on in life. Just I'll give you basic understanding. If we have hip joint means, just imagine, just a metaphor to understand. How does hips help us in our life? This is the main joint of our body, and how does it help physically to move ahead, to open up, right? To go ahead when we walk, that helps us. It also helps us to in opening up our legs. So this is how we need to check where do I need to open up in my life, and if there is any attachment towards something. Swelling in the leg, which part of it? Which part of the body? As I'm sharing, giving the clues, also please do share if that resonates with you. Nitika Taneja, anger. Markam, we have to tap on the disease spot or root chakra point. We will just only tap on emotions. Ankle. So basically, do you feel overburden और आपको ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे ऊपर बहुत सारी responsibilities हैं? What does our ankle do? Our whole body's weight is in our ankle and heels, right? So where do you feel overburden and you need to learn to delegate? So this is how every part of your body speaks. It says the reality of your life. When you do that, uh, it heals. At the same time, whatever energies are stuck there in the form of thought, emotion, feelings, we need to heal that part too. Meanwhile, base of the body. What is this now? Base of the body means?
No, ankle is base of the
Please
body.
don't unmute. Sorry.
Ankle is base of the body. Pillar of the body.
Right. Pillar in the body in the sense the whole weight or heels and ankles are carrying our whole weight. So where are you feeling overburdened? You need to delegate. Whatever your work is, we always feel in our life, okay, only I can do better. I know my work better. So if I delegate, if I give it to somebody else, maybe that person would not be able to perform well. So let me only handle everything. But that's really not possible. Just see the people around, whoever are doing great in life. They have always delegated the work. If you are feeling that kind of stuff, then you need to delegate. Resham, calf, foot, knee. I'll just say about one stuff which is calf. Food ka I already food is about grounding. If are you feeling uprooted anywhere, and knee is about being flexible. So if this is my knee, what is it doing? It's from here it's flexible and it's going forward. So something related to flexibility and moving forward in life. So where are you feeling stuck? Calf is about our calves are known as mini heart. तो यहाँ पे हम इमोशन स्टोर करते हैं. Somewhere all those emotions are stored in our calf muscles too. So do you think you are suppressing your own emotions? May not be from the in the present moment. Something must have happened in your past, maybe during your childhood, as a teenager, in your adulthood. It like by now we have understood that things come from the time of our mother conceived you, right? So I hope that helps. So I'll keep all these points in mind, and we will do the tapping. Are you all ready? We'll do the tapping followed by the meditation. It will take 15 to 20 minutes. If you need a break, then you will take a quick 2 minutes break. I'll just take two responses. Please type. Do you need a break? It will take 15 to 20 minutes. Resham, you said yes. Thank you. Do you resonate with it? Is that for you? For that? Thank you. So I think we can. Thanks, Resham, for sharing. So, so what all you have shared, I'll consider them in our tapping, and then we'll do the tapping. Same process. All you need to do is, I'll say something in general. If you resonate with it, see, we are all here as a group energy. So what resonate with one, knowingly, unknowingly, consciously, that's there in your system too. That's a basic understanding. Still, consciously, if you don't resonate with what I say, you say your own words, what you are experiencing in the moment. All right. And once we tap with one round, while tapping, if some other thought, emotion, memory comes up, then please feel free to type here so that I consider them. Because what happens is all these emotions are stacked upon one other. And when you clear this one stuff, this other will come up. When you clear the second one, the third one will come up. Then the fourth one. This is how it shows up. So if anything comes up, please feel free to share it and do not unmute in the process. Please type here in the chat box. I'll take them. Good to go? Am I audible? Tapping points are just here. Sorry, I am visible. If I tap the points, would you be able to see me? Yes, right? Okay, thank you. So the first thing is now you all are aware. So as we learned yesterday, first thing is you need to be aware and you need to accept. So I really appreciate each one of you here, and a big round of applause. You all became aware and you accepted it that yes, I feel the same. And then whatever you are feeling, you feel that in your body and scan on the scale of 0 to 10. You can do it now. Scan on the scale of 0 to 10. Between 0 to 10, 0 is minimum, 10 is maximum. At what level this emotion is. Please check the intensity of this emotion, may it be anger, sadness. You can take one thing at a time, not all together. You all are doing great. Whatever challenge you are thinking of in the moment, check how does that make you feel. Think of that and also see, scan your whole body and see where do you feel that in your body. And on the scale of 0 to 10, what is the intensity of this emotion? I think we all are ready to start with. Take a long deep breath and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. As you breathe in positive energy, and as you exhale, flush out all your stress, worry, fear, anxiety. With every breath you exhale, feel completely relaxed. If you want, you can keep your eyes closed, and if you wish, you can open your eyes and see me and tap. At the same time, I will be guiding you with the tapping point, so that's perfectly fine. Karate chop point on your palm, either hand will do. Even though I have hip, the pain in my hip, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have pain in my leg, you can be specific with whichever body part you have. Even though I have pain in my leg, makes me feel sad, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though my in-laws property is still not going under construction, which makes me feel angry, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have pain in my ankles, makes me feel overburdened, I deeply and completely accept myself. Like that, you pick up your own statement and tap 3 times. And then eyebrows, pain in my legs, side of the eye, pain in my hips, under the eye, that's so uncomfortable, under the nose. I'm feeling so attached. You can say whatever you are attached to. Chin, my need to open up with intimacy. Collarbone, at the same time, remaining in detachment. Under the arm, feeling so angry. Top of the head, feeling overburdened. Eyebrows, all these feelings, however I'm feeling, on side of the eye, I accept them under the eye with total awareness. Chin, feeling so uncomfortable. Chin, all the suppressed emotions in my calf muscles, collarbone, my need to be flexible in my life, under the arm, my need to move forward in life, top of the head. It's time to take that first step. Eyebrows, it's time to take that initiative. And I'm ready for that. Side of the eye, under the eye, feeling so angry, under the nose, feeling so sad, chin, all my fears and insecurities, collarbone, feeling so uncertain, under the arm, all these known and unknown fears, top of the head, I choose to release them now. Eyebrows, it's safe to release and let go. Side of the eye, which are not serving me anymore, under the eye, in my highest good, under the nose, whatever happened, happened in the past. Chin, however I am feeling now, all these discomforts in my life, collarbone, which is not which are not serving me in my highest good, under the arm, I choose to release them now. Top of the head, yes, I'm ready to let go. Eyebrows, that was then. Side of the eye, this is now. I'm grown up now, under the eye. Chin, I'm matured now. Chin, I'm ready to take my responsibilities and stop playing blame game. Collarbone, I take complete responsibility of my life. Under the arm, I take complete responsibility of how I feel. Top of the head, and I choose to change that reality. I'm ready for that. Eyebrows, yes, I'm ready. And as I change them under the eye, I see myself shining. Under the nose, I feel more happy and joyful. Chin, I'm more confident and courageous. Ah, collarbone, and yes, I'm ready to experience that. Collarbone, I'm waiting for that to feel. Top of the head, and I'm ready for it. Put your hands down, close your eyes, and feel how do you feel. Scan how do you feel. Think of that trigger which you thought of before starting and scan on the scale of 0 to 10 at what level it is now. Is there any shift between before and after? Please type in the chat box. How are you feeling now? What is the number on the scale of 0 to 10? Yawning is a good sign. It's a sign of releasing, healing. Yawning, burping, sweating, All those are the signs of healing. Healing is happening. Something got released. So Meenal 7 to 3, that's great. You can take 1 more minute. If there is anything which is coming up, just speak up in your own words and go on tapping. Do a couple of more rounds. You can also do Meenal if it's on 3. Just check if there is any other thought, emotion, memory, feeling, event, anything, whatever is coming up, just type. There was heaviness in head, it was 3 before, now it's 0. Is that heaviness still there? That's great, now it's 0. So many a times, irrespective of, it's gone now. That's great. Thank you, Nutan. Things happen whenever it has to happen. We unnecessarily get into those negative emotions and we suffer. We get into problem. Things will happen at its own accord. It will take its own time. Irrespective of what's happening around you in your environment, the one thing we need to understand is I need to be cool, calm, and peaceful. Because only then I can come up with our creative ideas. This is something which we learn in our yesterday session, critical filter mind. Meenarsha, can this be done for sleep also? Yes. We'll talk about it on the last day. What about others? So Resham, CBS, Markanji, me. Have you done it or not? So even if you have any body aches and pain, you do tapping every day on how do you feel, and such in few days or weeks it might get healed. Nitika, before it was 9, now it's 5. Resham, pain from 8 to 3. Wow, that's great. So the more you tap, the number should come to 0 or 1. If it is still on 2 and 3 means there is something else. So you need to tap. So as I asked Minal to do for everybody here, if it's still somewhere between 2 to 5, just check what is coming up in your mind in the present moment and go on tapping, saying your own words, whatever is coming up in your space. Just take 1 minute and see if that number still comes down. Resham yawning. So I'm waiting for you to tapping for 1 minute or so. Speak in your own words. There is nothing right or wrong. As I said, right, yawning is good. It's the sign of feeling, releasing. Before I forget, you after we finish our session, please have liquid, water, or anything, and take good rest. So this is how you can do tapping in your everyday life. You have done now. It's good to do in the night also just before you go to sleep. You just think of your everyday routine from the time you woke up in the morning, just before you go off to sleep, and how are you feeling in that moment, and you just tap and go off to sleep, right? If there is no more sharing, then we'll start with our meditation, and with that we will end today's session. Any questions, any sharing on what we did? I believe no. So with that, let's start the meditation. Resham feeling much relaxed. That's great. Meenu, sorry, got disconnected due to net issues. No worries, Meenu. Now just join us for the meditation and you can watch the recording later. Now I'll do stop sharing. Yeah. And to do the meditation, keep everything aside, sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Relaxing breathing. Rhythmic breathing. Inhale on the count of 6. Exhale on the count of, inhale on the count of 6. Hold on the count of 3. Exhale on the count of 6 and hold on the count of 3. I'll hold for you. You will inhale and exhale as we did that complete breathing. First stomach out, then chest expansion, and then shoulder up. While exhaling, shoulder down. Release your chest and then release your stomach. Like that, you will be doing it. Let's start. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Just focus on your breath. Take a long, deep breath and hold. And direct this energy towards your Muladhara chakra. Hold your breath as long as you can. Intend that I'm directing this energy towards my Muladhara chakra. Feel this energy going down to your root chakra. And as it touches your root chakra is getting cleansed, cleansed, cleansed. You can exhale and take a long deep breath again. Energy follows your intention, energy follows your attention. So wherever you intend and wherever you focus on, your energy will work there. So focus on your root chakra, intent that that's getting cleansed and energized with your inhalation and exhalation. With every breath you inhale, you're receiving cosmic energy, the prana, pure white light. Divine healing energy, and feel it washing away all the negative energy, all the darkness at the level of the Muladhara chakra. As you flush out all unwanted negative energy which is not serving you anymore in your highest good across time and space, just release and let go. Inhale, hold, exhale, do in your own rhythmic space. All your greater beings are there around you to help you on this journey of your growth and evolution. All you need to do is allow yourself, let it flow. Yes, that's right. You're doing great. Just flow. Just relax. And as this pure divine energy flows in your root chakra, all the organs around your root chakra, muscular system, skeletal system, your lower body, legs, see them healing, getting healed. Just allow, intent that let the things happen which needs to happen in the now. And I'm ready for that. It is unless you show your readiness, universe will not give you. So just show your readiness, be open, show your willingness for greater change in your life. Just flow with the flow. Let the things happen which needs to happen in the moment. There is no point of resisting on any part of your life. There is no point of holding on to any of your past event experiences which were unpleasant. Just allow. The only person who is suffering with this holding is you, nobody else in your life, in your world. So just allow. Free yourself from this past baggage. Just allow. All you need to do is allow yourself. That's great. I choose to thrive in life. I choose to thrive in life. I choose to thrive in life. I activate all my rights to be here and to have what I deserve. And drop everything. Just surrender. Focus on your breath. Feel this stillness within and around you. Your body is full of light. Your inner body is filled with this divine light, pure light. Feel this radiating out around your body. As if you're living in the light as you go through your everyday course of your life. You're doing great. You deserve to thrive. You deserve more. As you choose to live in this life and spread your light around you, you attract the right things in your life, right energies, right people, right ideas. Whatever you need to thrive in life, you attract those of more. Allow them. Whenever you feel whole and complete, say, it is done. For this I give thanks, and so it is. Take your time. Do not be in hurry worry. Then rub your palms, cup your eyes, massage your face, tap your on your head, on your whole body, and come back in the present moment. Thank you so much to each one of you here. Just share your experience in one word. How are you feeling? Risham feeling much relaxed. Neenal calm. Risham relaxed. Notan peaceful. That's great. So wonderful. You all have done the great job. So you have all the right to pat your back. Meenu good. That's great. This is for Risham. Thank you so much. I would love to read your sharing on the groups, and please do comment on Facebook, YouTube, wherever we upload this. So with that, we are at the end of our today's session. If you have any question, then please unmute and ask. If you feel the need to speak or would like to speak, then feel free to speak up, please.
No queries since you are teaching so nicely, explaining so nicely.
Thank you so much. Who's this? I'm unable to see
Meenal.
the screen.
Meenal.
Meenal, okay. Thank you, Meenal.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Montesh. So no questions. So what is your number one insight or key learning? What is your takeaway out of today's session? You can speak now, or you can type in the chat box. Be comfortable.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. You got it today, you achieved it today, or that's important for your in your life?
No, I got it today. It is important for everyone, right?
Yeah, right. That's true. That is the most important thing. Like I want bigger house, I want this property, I want good relationship, more money. All those are like because there is no inner peace of mind because we are feeling some void within. We are filling those void with this external stuff of life.
Yes.
Otherwise, we will not chase all the stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's true. Resham work on emotions consistently. That's true. More we work on emotions, the more we get healed. So, like I have shared this thing, everything has a psychosomatic reason, and it's already proved now. If I find any research work or any article on this, I'll share with you all. Otherwise, it's clinically proven that every condition, may it be physical condition, financial relationship, whatever it is, everything has psychosomatic reason, and that is there in our own system. Once you heal that, other areas of your life gets healed. And that's the reason when we are going to the, if you have any body aches and pains, lifestyle diseases like diabetes and all those stuff, even with all those health conditions, also our emotions are associated with. When you work on that, your health becomes better. We are not saying don't go to the doctor or don't take medicines. That is also the important part of our life. And that's where these kind of healing are known as alternative healing therapies or complementary. So it goes hand in hand. Okay, so we can end our today's session. We always invoke masters and all greater beings in the starting, so it is necessary to do Thanksgiving prayer at the end. So please join your hands. Whomsoever you have invoked in the starting, please thank them. Thank you, Supreme Being, Divine Parents, all teachers, trainers, gurus, masters. Thank you, my higher self, my guardian angels, my spirit guides. Thank you, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Thank you, archangels, holy angels, and all the greater beings for your divine healing and blessings. It is done. For this, I give thanks, and so it is. Thank you, thank you. Thanks to each one of you, Nitika, Resham, Bandana, Meenu, Meenal, for being here. Nutan, I believe I acknowledge everybody here, whomsoever I could see on the screen. Meenal. All right, so it was great to have you all here. Had great time, great evening, and see you all tomorrow at the same time.
Thank
And
you,
I would like,
Rishma, thank you so much.
it's Nutan, right?
Yeah, that's me. That's Nutan.
Yeah, my pleasure, and thank you for being here and offering all your help and support there. So with that, we will end today's session. I would love to hear your comments on our respective groups, at the same time FPN, YouTube, wherever we upload today's session. Shall we end? Tata, bye bye. Enjoy tapping till tomorrow. So tapping can be done anytime throughout the day. Not irrespective of your stomach is full or empty, you can do it anytime. Whenever you feel that emotions are coming up, you just tap. Whatever is coming up, go on tapping, and that will settle down. With that, we'll end today's session. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great evening and enjoy tapping. See you tomorrow. Nutan, shall we end?
Yes.
All right. You all need to leave before I leave.